Alright, I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with this because I'm about to do a video on someone who's somewhat of a legend to me. So just my thoughts and reflections on this person. I might fuck up because I can't do the great Lord justice, but I'll try. So yeah, I'll do a video on Filthy Frank, motherfucker! Yeah, I'll do a video about Filthy Frank. Oh man, how could I do him justice with all the chin? Alright, so Filthy Frank is, I think, like a Japanese American YouTuber or some shit. He's probably like 20 years old, 23 years old, but he says he's like 57 years old and 115 years old and shit like that in his videos. Essentially he makes like videos about internet culture, trolls, trolling, fortunes, deep webs, Tumblr, Reddit, Facebook, memes, weeboos, all that kind of shit. He makes videos about all of that kind of shit. And I don't know, man, I quite like fucking Filthy Frank. Like, he pretty much just does everything in his power to piss anyone and everyone off. Like, he has racist remarks, sexist remarks, like remarks that would upset trolls because they're racist and sexist, remarks against and for like animal rights activists and shit. Like, his entire channel is just to annoy anyone who takes anything seriously and everyone who takes anything seriously, essentially. He talks about like killing old people, their death on wheels and shit like that. Yeah, like pretty horrible guy in a lot of aspects, but he's funny because like he's just ruthless with what he does. He doesn't give a fuck who he offends. Like, constantly just offensive shit, unapologetically offensive shit. And yeah, he reads like hater comments about himself and pretends to cry. Like, when asked how he masturbates, there's like a video footage of him crying in the shower and shit. So yeah, the guy's pretty funny. He's got like a few personalities he plays. He's got Filthy Frank, who's like this kind of mildly angry, hate for the world type of guy who's essentially a bit of a troll and just wants to get back at everyone by the seams of it. Seems to be lonely and have no friends, and the friends he does have seem to be all dejected, creepy weirdos, essentially. It's pretty cool. I like that idea. Then there's like some of his dejected weird friends who are sort of entities in themselves. There's like a cool one called Pink Guy who can play like oh no, it's Salamander Man who can play Pink Guy does all these raps, great hits such as "You Should Kill Yourself," "Peanut Butter on My Balls, Let the Dog Lick It." You know, just horrible shit, but it's kind of funny. It's funny the way he presents it. It's funny that someone would make this stuff. There's ones of the guy. So Pink Guy is basically a Filthy Frank, or whoever the guy who plays Filthy Frank is, in a pink morph suit. And I remember very distinctly the scene where he so there's this Dark Lord called Chin Chin, who's like sort of like an evil lord who Filthy Frank sometimes summons to help him out and make sacrifices to the great Lord Chin Chin. And essentially at one point the Dark Lord is coming and he tells a Pink Guy to, you know, warn the people. And there's this little skit where he's in this pink outfit, you know, as Pink Guy, and he goes into like a McDonald's. He throws like these little cheese twists or something on the floor in this pink outfit and goes, "The Dark Lord is coming!" And like, that's funny in itself, but it's relevant to the video. Like, it doesn't seem funny in the video. It's like, shit, the Dark Lord Chin Chin is coming. If you know who Chin Chin is, Chin Chin's a bad motherfucker. But when you actually think about it, like, the motherfucker walked into a McDonald's in a pink morph suit. you know, a fully grown adult man who's like half Japanese, like in this crazy pink outfit, just goes into fucking McDonald's and throws these motherfucking cheese twists on the floor and shouts "The Dark Lord is coming" at the top of his voice. Oh, that shit was funny. It was a video he did recently on animal rights activism, and like, oh man, he's just fucked. Like, there was one video where he bought all these dead rats and like he's cooking them up and feeding them to this midget guy. Literally, this midget guy who's he's cooked for, and the midget guy's like, "I can't eat this. This is fucked." And Frank's like, "It's my interpretive art." Like, it's all set up. It's just acting, but it's pretty funny. There's another one where he's on about the cycle of life and death, and he's got these like 2 dead chickens, and he has a bath with them. And the midget guy comes in and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm giving them what they never had when they were alive. I'm being their mother and having a bath with them." Like, it's fucking crazy that he did that. And a lot of people will be upset, you know, like meat eaters, everyone will be upset that he got these dead animals and bathed with them, but it's not really any weirder than eating them. Like, they're just a piece of material that exists. And I don't know, man, it's just a fucking funny scene. Like, a midget known as the shaman, essentially, so he's supposed to be like shamanic or some shit, goes into this bath to this fucking half Japanese American guy with these fucking dead chickens. Like, yeah, that whole show is like a bunch of troll worthy shit. It's funny because he just rips all kinds of different stereotypes on the internet. Like, he just rips everyone. He's like an uber troll. He trolls the trolls in a way. But, you know, like, in reality, he's probably just a normal guy who's pretty serious, doesn't really give that much of a fuck about things, and just sits on the internet and probably masturbates to, like, transgender porn and hentai, realistically. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty cool show. It's the Filthy Frank show. Lord Chinchin, I'll probably do a sacrifice to. Might make a video on this channel of that. But most likely I'll just send it to Franku because, you know, motherfucking Franku is the filthy motherfucker. And he needs to see that shit. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is one of my biggest internet inspirations is a gigantic, crazy, half Japanese troll. Nah, but in all seriousness, I respect that motherfucker for just being a crazy motherfucker on the internet in general and not giving a flying fuck about it. But I respect sort of the level of madness he brought to the internet. And I just quite like his videos. He did like some fairly racist videos, 100 completely accurate world accents. And like, he's really Chinese and he's just like, "A ching chong ping ling." But it kind of like brings the point home that if you don't give a fuck about racism, it doesn't really affect you, you know, because obviously he's half Japanese and shit. But to be fair to him, he takes the piss out of every single word accent, so it's not like he's, you know, like specifically racist. He's just discriminating against everyone, essentially. But it's funny that he just did it so ruthlessly. Anyways, those are my 2 cents on Filthy Frank. I think the motherfucker's a legend, and yeah, it was fun doing this video on him. Hope you enjoyed.